The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Hey, I was on the Tick of the Talk the other day, and I saw this British food writer. He was sharing his spaghetti bolognese recipe, or more specifically, just the bolognese part of the recipe. His name is Adam James Pollock, and he was doing a how to make his bolognese. And he began by chopping the vegetables into tiny pieces. He opted to cook the meat first, then he added in the wine before leaving it to simmer, gradually adding the rest of the ingredients. He left it alone for a couple of hours to cook, making sure to check it every half hour. Well, he got absolutely slammed.
Why?
Oh, you don't put vegetables in bolognese. You have to cook the meat first. Oh, you don't cook the meat first. So that's more of a ragu than a bolognese. Getting slammed. Oh, no. So I thought that what we could do is look for the Central Coast's best bolognese, because it's a little chilly this morning. It's really comfort food season has kicked in, and there's nothing better and easier than a spaghetti bolognese.
So easy, and everyone loves it.
Do you want to know what my secret ingredient is to a spaghetti bolognese?
Yeah.
You use half pork mince and half beef mince.
Get out.
The two minces together.
What does that do?
Makes it taste better. Makes it taste better, I reckon. And I do that with sausage rolls too, but and a lasagna. But so half pork mince, half beef mince. Have you got a secret ingredient to your bolognese that you're prepared to share with the rest of the Central Coast?
You have to share it.
4365 1045. Why is your spaghetti bolognese the best spaghetti bolognese?
Well, mine is actually not pretty normal. I mean, I do put a little bit of white sugar and Worcestershire sauce.
Easy for some to say.
But my husband's bestie, he swears his is the best ever. He does the slow. I like the slow cooker thing too. Just let it cook all day.
Yep.
I love that.
Yep.
I love the smell and the anticipation for the dinner that night.
Yep.
But his is beer. He puts beer in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that just an excuse to have a beer?
Well, I put red wine in mine. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Does more red wine go into the bolognese or into you?
Who knows?
Yeah, okay.
Nobody knows.
Everyone has a secret ingredient. Maybe it's your mum's. Maybe it's your neighbour's. What is the secret ingredient you put in your spaghetti bolognese? We are on the hunt for the Central Coast best spaghetti bolognese.
We are, and I think I've got a pretty good one. But Liz from Berkeley Vale, what's your secret recipe for your spaghetti bog?
Red wine.
Red wine. I once saw a
Is
recipe that said use leftover red wine. I went,
There's no such thing, is there? Liz, when you're saying the secret ingredient, is that to go into the bolognese or into your glass?
Well, both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
both.
I
They
love
go
it
very
so
well
much.
together.
All right, let's go to Elise. What have you got for us, Elise?
Yeah, I use barbecue sauce and Vegemite.
what?
Okay. What part of the process do you put in the barbecue sauce and the Vegemite?
So I put it in the end. So I'll use my normal passata mix and all my herbs and everything like that.
Out of a bottle?
And then, right at the end, I'll just add your normal barbecue sauce, and then I'll add half a teaspoon of Vegemite and my sugar and all of that.
Oh.
And the Vegemite sort of helps with that tangy acidic of the tomato.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm mates with Hayden Quinn, the chef. He's on Dancing with the Stars this season, and he told me that the secret to a good bolognese is putting some Vegemite in there as well.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
happy
know.
to try that.
Another one is what Elise was talking about there is cutting through the acidity. Milk is another one that is probably more of a traditional one. You put it in towards the end. Don't put it in too early,
no,
otherwise
'cause
it'll
it'll
curdle.
curdle, yeah.
But if you put it in towards the end, makes it nice and creamy as well, and cuts through the acidity of the
The
tomatoes.
stuff we're learning this morning on the radio.
Hey, welcome
Maddie.
to my TED Talk. Robin, what have you got for us?
I use turkey mince. It's 97% fat-free, and it's got such a beautiful flavour.
Get out.
And I use it in tacos as well.
Oh, yeah, good
And it's
stuff.
97% fat-free.
It is, and heaps cheaper.
Heaps
And
cheaper.
does it taste similar or does it taste different?
It does. I don't know. It's just got a special... my kids loved it. They said, "What did you use in the spaghetti bolognese this time, Mum?" And I said, nothing different. Because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have eaten it.
And so is
then I put
turkey...
sour cream in.
Oh, sour cream at the end. Is turkey mince more like a chicken mince, like it looks a bit pinky white rather than the dark red?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to try that. I like the
And
low calorie thing.
One for it's high in protein too than the other two, so good for the gains.
Robin, thank you.
Let's go to Kylie in Foresters Beach. Hi, Kyles.
Hi.
All right, spaghetti bolognese. Do you think you have the best ingredients?
I do.
So I'm going to give you 3. So I always use fresh garlic and ginger.
Yeah.
And the main one is I use sun-dried tomato pesto, and it gives the sauce a really rich flavour. It just heightens the flavour. Yeah, it's really nice.
Are you substituting like tomato paste instead? So you're not putting in tomato paste, you're putting in the pesto?
No, so I put in the pesto, and then I use, like a bottle of the pastisti or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the passata.
The sauce.
I call that.
Passata.
I call that pastisti cheaty sauce. But ginger, ginger makes me think that's more of an Asian flavour.
It's a fusion,
No,
Gina
it's beautiful.
Jeffries. It's a
It's
fusion.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of like fresh ginger paste, and then obviously more garlic. And it just adds so much beautiful flavour. And then just mix your bolognese sauce with that pesto, and it just gives that beautiful richness. It's really nice.
Oh,
There you go.
I've literally texted my son to say, "Can you get some mince out of the freezer?" And I might. What if I do all of these?
That's the ultimate.
Vegemite,
Yeah.
pesto, garlic, ginger.
What about Kathy on the Gina and Maddie Facebook? She said, my mum always put pineapple and everyone loved it except for me. I think that's a bridge too far,
That's
isn't
too
it?
far.
Yeah.
That's too far.
Mon said on Facebook, hers is the best. Brown everything, then let it slow cook during the day. Some lemon, smoked paprika and red wine. That's always a good one. Renee, Chain Valley Bay. Hi, Renee. Don't walk away. What do you got for us?
Guys, how are you?
Good, mate.
Good. I like to use like a big chunk of Vegemite, sweet chili sauce, and a cube of beef stock. But I don't use jar sauce. I prefer a big jar of tomato paste, so it's really thick.
Wow. Okay. All right. And just typical beef mince?
Yeah, of course. And don't forget like your garlic and herbs, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, sauce sitting there, and sweet chili gives it a bit of a tang, and yeah, it's really yummy.
Oh, wow.
I am
I would
so
never
hungry.
have thought of most of this. It's
Yeah.
like, it's amazing. I'm going to try. I'm not too sure. I'm definitely not going to go the pineapple.
No. Thanks for your call, Renee. We'll keep this going on our Facebook as well. Let us know what your secret ingredients. Have you've given Bextagram your spaghetti bolognese
I
ingredient?
send mine through. Mine's pretty standard, but mine's from scratch, not using. But to be honest, I do use Dolmio sometimes. But I do like to do it from scratch mostly.
We'll put Gina's recipe up on our Facebook as well, Gina and Maddie, and you can let us know there as well.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.